Well, it is a really difficult day for all of us as we mark 11 years since the horrific mass shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary School.
It's a day that we will never forget, and it's a day that completely changed our nation. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Marcy Jones joins us now live from the studio with a look back. Marcy?
That's right. Well, we remember that day all too well, but for the first responders who had to see that devastation firsthand, recalling the details of that day is still very difficult to do. The lives of 20 children and 6 adults were stolen December 14th, 2012 at Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newtown after a shooter opened fire. Multiple agencies responded as soon as they got word, including Lieutenant Paul Vance, now retired from Connecticut State Police. Because there had never been a tragedy of this specific nature and magnitude in the state before, he recalls the early hours of that morning heading into the school with limited information, ready to take action, but then learning about the horrific details.
The examination of the scene, the observation of the tragedy, the broken-hearted parents. It was absolutely one of the worst scenes that in my 43 years I ever responded to.
The Sandy Hook Promise, a nonprofit organization, continues to work for gun violence prevention programs and policymaking. In the studio, Marcy Jones, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.